My focus. It looks pretty good. Cool. Hello there, everyone. I'm Kevin, aka Toying Around. I'm a toy collector, toy photographer, and sometimes toy reviewer. And you're watching Unboxing Thursdays. I've got a huge pile of unopened toys here, and this stream is a weekly push for me to unbox things so I can make more space and fill that space with more toys. This is a weekly rap session with some of my friends in the collecting community, and we discuss all the different aspects of this hobby. So whether you're tuning in live or catching up later on your commute or putting the kids to bed like I know some people in the chat are right now, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like what I'm doing here every week, and subscribe with notifications on, and share that I'm live now wherever you can. All of this goes a long way in supporting the channel, and I appreciate you guys. Last week, if you watched it, thank you very much. And if you didn't, I definitely implore you to go check it out later. I was on with Sunny from the Sunny channel, Sunny Plays with Toys. Hilarious episode. I went back and watched it a few times. It was great times. Next week, and I think for most of February, is it Feb? Do you guys say February or February? But whatever. It's a short month, but I've got it packed with a lot of awesome guests. Next week, first one up, The Amazing, #1 enabler. So please make sure you're subscribed with notifications so you know when that's going on. Same time, Thursday, 9 p.m. Today, my guest, you already know him. He is a toy photographer and a member of the Toy Migos They're Not Dolls podcast crew. You know him as Mr. Cheynee 180. You are muted, sir.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Hey, man. Thanks for coming on. Oh, some stuff.
No. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Looks like your ship just crashed with all the smoke going on.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to do the cool effect where, the smoke was already there and then it revealed me, but I completely, it didn't work. So, it's all good. We'll try it again some other time, maybe in a couple hours, huh?
Oh my goodness! In a couple hours, I don't even know where I'm gonna be. This is gonna be for people who don't know. If you don't follow the Toy Migos somehow, first of all, please do go follow them on YouTube and on Instagram, and of course Cheynee here as well. But after my show here, which ends at 11 o'clock Eastern, I will be hopping over to the Toy Migos podcast episode for another 2 hours because what else has anyone got to do?
The double header
other than take care of their families. But
hey, you know what? I wanted to give a huge shout out to Mrs. Cheynee tonight for letting me do this because this is 4 hours that she's letting me have here. So huge shout out to the missus for that. Thank you.
Is she behind you?
No, not at all. She might be able to hear me, but
she heard you earlier.
Yes,
when you made that comment. So while I was setting up, my fiance was helping me focus on the camera, and I'm doing something else, and I'm like, "Stop flipping me off!" And she's like, "How did you know?" And Cheynee was on, and he heard it. He was like, "Oh, my wife does that. She flips me off all the time." And then like from the background, she's like, "What do I do?"
Yeah. What did you say about me? As all, nothing.
It's selective. Some things they can hear through like four walls.
But
if the kid's crying,
it is.
I don't think my fiance is watching either.
Well, thank you so much for having me, man.
No, man, thank you for coming on.
This is going to be a good time for sure.
This is your third appearance on Unboxing Thursdays.
Yeah.
I think you hold the record at the moment. Your first one was with. Do you want a belt?
Belt? Make me a toying around belt.
3D printed
with a butter in the big square of butter in the middle. That'd be great.
It says 3 appearances, and they're just little notches that you can write on it. But the first one was with the whole group. Except for Adam that time, which was unfortunate. But I do hope to have him on one day. I want to talk about Mortal Ruin and Cursed Dead and all that stuff and whatever he can reveal. And he buys a whole bunch of stuff anyway, so he's he's bound to open things.
Well, he is the one that has coined the term depression pile.
Yes, and I'm still not sure. Does it put me into depression when I see how much stuff I have to open, or
no,
like,
it's basically kind of
you go to it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rainy day thing. So it's like when you're not getting anything new in, or you struck out on a hunt,
right?
You look over and you're like, that's okay. I'll just walk over here and open some of this. So
yeah, it was always kind of open to interpretation for me. I was like, it's depressing to see why I bought all this stuff and I haven't opened it. Like, what am I doing with my life? Versus I'm depressed. If I'm depressed and it's gonna make me happy, it'll be like a joyous pile.
True.
Doesn't have the same ring though.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him how he came up with that later on for sure.
But
so
yeah, what do you got?
I'm excited because I got where's my camera? I got this little butter right here.
Let's see if I can make your screen larger. There you go.
I got this.
That's a cool picture. Just that angle of like a big hand and you in the background.
That's like a little cool baby butter.
Yeah. These little props make my hand look huge.
Yeah, look at how massive I am. So I got this to make the thumbnail for our show later today.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. That's really cool. I think I did a pretty decent shot with it. I think you liked it. So
yeah. The Grogu one. Did you post that already for everyone?
No, not yet. So some people haven't seen it yet. So you will be able to, I think, when our show goes on, or if you look at our show, I know it's in the thumbnail for that. So
right. Well, again, thank you for being on, and for everyone in the chat, thank you for being here on your Thursday night, Thursday afternoon, or Friday morning.
Yeah, Friday morning for some people.
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of familiar names here today. The Wrestling Hound.
Woo!
There you go. Vern's Hobbies. Dan, who was here, I think, but he is gone now. Good night to you, sir. Primero. Ronald Ramos is here. Clockwork Orgy. Terrence, what's going on? Chamba. Chamba is in Australia. I think, is that tomorrow? Is that tomorrow, Dave?
I don't think Chamba ever sleeps.
He's a hard worker because he's on every single live stream, and he's always just, I'm working and I'm listening to this in the background. This is awesome. So I always appreciate his energy. I always shout him out when I see him in the chats or anywhere else. Let's see. House of Montague. Phil, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're doing well. He's one of my enabler coworkers from back when we were in the same office.
Oh,
we would do these things called, it was like it's like, I kind of like that figure that you have. And then he's like, here, one day it'll just show up on your desk. And then he was like, you'll just owe me something later. And I'm like, what is this, The Godfather? So we would just start calling them mafia deals. So like,
that's amazing.
you want it? Sure. It would just show up. One day, like I was worried it would just show up in my bed like the horse's head and be like, one day you'll owe me. So Phil, man, good to see you. And another dude who is watching the live streams while putting the kids to bed. Joe figured it out. Anav, is it Frankie? Do you know this name?
Anav Frankie, yeah.
These are we have a lot of crossover viewers.
Oh, you got a lot of CAD Migos in the chat here. I
appreciate you all. Thank you very much. This is the warm up. I feel like I'm the warm up act, and you guys are the main show later on.
No, I look at it as all one big show. We're having fun together. So
sometimes I don't even want to think of this as like a show. Like I feel like we're just hanging out.
That's, you know what, that's the coolest part about all this. Like, that I get the ability to hop on with my friends and talk about stuff that I'm very, very passionate about.
Yes.
And, and people want to come and hang out and join the fun. And that's, it makes such a great, makes a great week for the minis. It makes a great Thursday. It's just, it's amazing, man. It's so cool.
Yeah. You just kind of decompress and just chill. But what I was thinking about earlier was that when you get so comfortable chatting here with your friends, and then maybe you have a little bit of drink, and then you end up taking your shirt off or something, showing your nipples like Adam. And
no, that's not me. Yeah,
like Adam. Yeah, and then
yeah.
you're just so comfortable hanging out, you don't really realize that like your bare nipples are on YouTube on the internet.
Yeah, forever.
Forever, yeah, until you take it down, which you're not, because you're gonna hold it. Or like his kids would be like, "Hey, Dad, I went to school and my kids showed me, or my friend showed me your nipples on YouTube, and it wasn't blacked out." He's like, "Oh, just opening toys." And
they show me this video, and yeah, it was very strange. But it. I don't think he has a problem with it. I think he'd just be like, "Yep, that was me."
Bare my soul and chest.
Yes.
B Rivera, Paul Morales, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Justin is here. My little bro DK. Chamba said he's going to open up some stuff. He sent me some pictures of some Transformers that he's opening, so that's going to be awesome.
Nice.
Southern Symbiote is here from Poncho's stream. I was in there earlier. RMD Collective, Rich M, Ryan Carper, thanks for everyone coming out. Classy Bowser.
It is a packed Thursday. So Dan Who,
yeah,
Billy Mahoney, Pon Cheesy,
yeah,
us right now, and then the show later. Yeah. Man, like to think like 5 years ago, think about that. Like like if 5 years back, like if you're like, oh dude, like there's like 5 or 6 different shows about toys I could watch.
Right.
Think about that. Like let that sink in for a minute. Like think about how far we've come. Like
this is like a TBS marathon of Bond movies, but toys.
Yeah. And everybody has their own different little spin on it, and we're really in this time right now where it's like it's so cool, man. It's so cool. You can hop on every day of the week pretty much and catch some cool toy content.
Absolutely. There's a lot of Pancheesy raid going on in the comments. I think everyone hopped over, but shout outs to everyone coming on. I open toys here every week, and kind of see some of the stuff that you haven't gotten yet, or you want to get, or just watch some grown men hang out and open toys. Prime to the First, High School Creations. My fellow enablers are in here. Winger Lose, another Canadian, 796, another enabler putting his kids to bed. Everyone, 80s baby.
80s baby.
Troy Collects Toys. We're going to talk about Troy Collects Toys. That's my homie right here in the Greater Toronto area.
Sweet.
Norin Radicals, Smash Labs. That guy's all right. Doomday.
Lord.
He says "Yo Cheynee" like I'm not here. Cool. That's cool. All right. Not my name there or anything.
But well, cool. maybe he just read it. Maybe he's going in alphabetical order. So like he'll next time on the next thing he'll say hey, toying around. I was going in alphabetical order, guys. So that's why I put Cheynee first.
John Reed says kids are asleep. Thank God. So everyone is here to see you and to see some toys be opened. What have you got? What I like to do is every week the guest shows what they have, and people in the chat, whatever you want to see Josh open up first, go ahead and type it out in the comments.
I got a lot of stuff. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get through it, honestly.
Right.
But one of the things I do really want to get into is the Boma bike here.
Yes.
I haven't had a chance to open this yet.
I do have that also.
I picked up these Star Wars Black Series here. So I've got the Armor, Gideon, and Dark Ray. And what else?
Heroes World, Adam Gonzalez, what's going on?
I haven't got to open this little guy up yet.
Do you prefer this or do you prefer this orientation?
It doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. That works. That's perfect.
All right.
Oh, wow. Ronald Ramos wants to see some skin.
Oh, boy.
I got this in today. I haven't had a chance to pick one of these up or open it yet. So there's that.
For people who have just noticed, Ronald Ramos, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. I will not be reading that. Free the nips, whatever. Hashtag free the nips.
There you go.
You guys have something to say? You have a question that you want to highlight for myself or Josh? Feel free to use the super chat option at the bottom. It all goes towards helping the channel, all the different equipment and subscriptions and stuff. So whatever you guys are able to.
No, basically the way it works is you pay for the amount of what you want to see open first. That's the way it works here. So I got 2 Tachikomas. I need to open these. Haven't got around to that yet. I got these. I haven't had a chance to open these yet. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to get through all of it. And I think lastly, this. I have not opened this yet, and I need to open it.
Right. Is that the one you're most excited about?
I really want to get into that motorcycle, and I really want to tear apart those Black Series boxes because I know Ernie's watching.
Is he?
Well, it was earlier. And then I got this in this week.
Yes, he did.
So, yeah. Those are all the things that I have to open. You guys let me know which one you want me to open first. And yeah. Thank you for all the compliments on the shirt, gentlemen.
Yes.
Super 7 shirt.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was watching Unparalleled Universe video earlier this week when he went to one of the stores, and it was cool to see. You don't really see like specialty toy shops much.
No.
I guess it's like a Cali, SF, San Diego kind of thing. But then you like have Comic-Con and all that stuff there, so it's like probably a huge culture out there too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool to see they had all those bunch of T-shirts and everything. I'm a T-shirt kind of guy.
Oh yeah. I kind of gathered that you might be into some shirts.
Be some sort of
something,
not some shirtless weirdo.
Yeah.
So I see some Splinter and Baxter, Firestar.
Okay.
Where did you get your Firestar from?
I got it from someone up there by you.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Cool.
I had to, I had it work out that way. I'll put it that way.
I will ask no further. So yeah, open that. If you're excited about the bike, I say open the bike too, because I opened it. And
I have
last week or the week before, and we can talk about that.
My old one of this actually broke, so I've been meaning to open this. I just haven't gotten around to it. Have you ever watched this show?
Is this a thing where if you tell me to watch it, I'm going to end up in a rabbit hole?
It's funny. It's a really funny show. That's all I can say. And if you want to check it out. But yeah, I think it's hilarious. And I have to buy all the toys for it. So they just announced that there's a swimsuit version of that, and I already have the other swimsuit version of the other characters. So yeah, I'll be buying that one too.
For people who don't know, not me, what toy is that?
that is Lady Aqua from Konosuba. So basically, she's like a water god in a sense.
That sounds cool.
And like this guy, he kind of gets trapped in a video game world. Like she kind of gets him trapped in a video game world, but she gets trapped with him. So they're stuck there until they can level up and get out.
Okay.
And all kinds of goofy insanity ensues after that. It's really.
Which anime is this?
It's called Konosuba.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny stuff.
Isn't there another popular anime where they go into the game, into a video game?
There's a bunch. There's Sword Art. That's a video game one. Sword Art. And then there was what was the other one? Was it Hack Slash? I think. I could be wrong. I can't remember the name of it, but I think that might be it. But okay, so you wanted, since it's your show, you wanted the bike, right?
Yeah, sure, go for it. I know you're excited for it. You mentioned earlier today that
okay,
you've been waiting. Hey, Sonny, what's going on, man? Welcome back.
Right. Let's get this thing open.
My anime knowledge is not Like Cheynee will kill me. He knows he's way ahead of me. He's streets ahead. I'm like, it was like whatever stuff that was popular growing up, and then like a few things in between that my friends would recommend to me. And I watch a lot of stuff while I'm working and doing stuff, so it's easier for me to watch a show in English, so I can work and just hear the words, what's going on, and it'll tell me. But if the whole thing is in Japanese and I got to follow on subtitles, that doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I can't. I'm one of the guys. It's like, yeah, no, I don't do dub. Like I have to watch sub.
Yeah, dubs, and like I don't know why I'm a dub snob, because it's like, no, this doesn't sound right. It's like, fool, you're not even gonna watch it anyway.
Oh yeah, this thing's cool. It's got some weight to it too.
Yeah, I think it's like part metal, right?
Yeah.
The bass is cool.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
How did I not open this yet?
That's what the show is all about, man.
Right. So what are you gonna open?
Yeah, let's.
I want to see you pull something from that pile back there, though.
No, that pile is
the one that you always talk about that you created the show for.
Yes.
Go pull something from that. Don't worry, I can keep everybody entertained long enough for you to do that.
Yeah, you kind of have experience in that field.
Yeah, we could do that. We can. I can handle it here, and you can go find something from there, because that's what the show's for, man. That's what you created.
Stop trying to take over. Okay.
So you got a little Goku here.
Yeah, the little Goku is kind of the main draw for that set for me, even though like the regular figure is almost twice its size.
What's cool is you get the Bulma skirt too, so
yes,
that she can actually sit in there. That's really cool.
That whole first meeting, I think it's the first episode, right, where he meets Bulma and like he just discovers what women are.
Mm-hmm.
It's freaking hilarious and like completely inappropriate in 2020. But he's like patting her crotch or like patting her butt, and like he pats her crotch, and she's like, "Oh, you're not a boy. Oh, you must be a girl that I've heard my grandfather talk about all the time." And like he'll pat her butt, like, "Where's your tail?" And then Bulma always like just slaps the shit out of him.
Yep.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's always hilarious to me. What I'm most excited for, and we'll leave that at the end. So today, a local collector helped me grab a Moth Gideon.
Yeah, those are hitting hard over here right now.
Right, and then they're not like flush out here yet, so up here. So I grabbed that. I grabbed a CAD Bane from my local plug, NMC Toys. So shout outs to them. I've been waiting for this one for a while. He looks really cool. Here's the crazy part. On my Facebook group, yes, Los Polos Hermanos. The local, this guy was selling a loose, well, he just wanted the bath piece from the set. So put up a post and he's like, prices are non-negotiable. Loki. And I'm like, Loki, $1. I'm like, is that a typo? Because it's non-negotiable. He goes, no, I'm just getting rid of it.
You're all, okay, done. I'll take it for $1. Yeah.
I said to my fiance, I'm like, I'm headed to this area. Do you need anything there? And she's like, oh yeah, my friend's there. So, I'm like, make the trip out. Here's the thing though. Let me propose this scenario to you. Do you drive 15 minutes to buy something for $1? Do you feel like that's silly? Be like, oh, here's $1 for a figure.
It depends on what it is.
Right.
Like, let me put myself in your place there.
15 minutes out to drive to grab this Loki.
To get Loki? Probably not. I probably wouldn't do it.
But then if it was free, would you do it?
Yeah, probably.
That's not the crazy part.
Yeah.
I sat there analyzing it with my fiance. I'm like, she goes, so the $1 is what's tripping you up? I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm going.
But I think if it was an XMen character, so if it was like a Dazzler or something, I'll be there in 15 minutes.
No, I think it's like I never would have paid full price for it. Probably on sale, I don't even really need it that badly. And then, but it's a comic Loki, and I love like Asgardians and kind of like mythology and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it was something that I would be interested in. I have the old Toy Biz one with the super long horns and the fur coat. Sonny says I should have made him drop it.
There you go. But no, obviously, I'm doing you the favor here, so yeah, drop that off.
Your hands.
Yeah, Yeah.
Don't be a prick. Just drop. No, I mean that guy was really cool.
Man, look at this. Calling him names after he hooked you up for a figure for $1.
This is an alternate dimension where alternate universe where this happened.
The audacity of this man.
As you know, I do some 3D printing.
A little bit, yeah, here and there.
3D printed some sort of skyscraper building, and I was gonna paint them up, use them in some. Well, now that Kong's coming out, King Kong and those SH figure arts are coming out, so I'm gonna have these. Maybe a Power Ranger shot with, Goldar and the Megazord.
Okay.
Fight. Those would be cool. So I had this idea for a T-shirt earlier today, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go buy a $6 blank shirt from Walmart so I can and print it out. And of course, I grabbed some groceries and went to the toy section, and I found these. These were on clearance at Walmart. You got the Star Wars Mission Fleet Ahsoka and a Clone Trooper. Remember, these are all Canadian prices, so $7 is like, I don't know.
Well, that's funny because on Friday they had literally like 12 movie Mystique,
right,
and 12 movie Domino at my Walmart for $7. So I was like, I didn't really want to do the movie stuff, but for $7, okay.
Imagine Mystique her mutant power was copying herself like a multiple man.
Oh yeah,
it was for $7. That would be crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. If that was like multiple man, I'd have just been all scooped them all in. Just all right,
put them in your shirt.
Yeah, just got them.
Yeah, got one Canadian dollar. You guys can do the math. Where are my Asians at? Do the math in the chat, please. My brain is otherwise occupied. Hey, Posable Productions is here. What's going on, Brandon?
What's up, Brandon?
So along with those clearances, I also found these 14 Canadian dollars. I thought it was really cool to get a Jedi Starfighter. I wouldn't want one at like a bigger size, so this is cool. You get Anakin.
Dude, I was eyeballing the 3 3/4 inch one for the longest time. They had the Anakin one. I don't remember where it was, but dude, they had him there forever, and I was just like, I never picked it up though.
Those 3 3/4 ones are tempting, right?
Yeah, they looked really nice.
And I also got in a Mezco White Skull.
Ooh.
It finally arrived, and I think I'm gonna save that for next week when, not to any dig at you, but D Amazing next week. He's like the Mezco guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So kind of theme going on there.
Yeah, you don't think I'm worthy? I understand. It's cool, man.
When this is done, I'll be like, so Cheynee, where's the link for the new show? And then you're just gonna leave me on red, and
I'll be right there, man. Don't worry about it. Hey guys, what's going on? Unfortunately, our guest couldn't make it tonight.
I'm watching YouTube on my phone, like, hello. I'm sorry. I'll open the skull now. Yeah. Mario 796 was the one because he was buying all that Mission Fleet stuff, and he, like, in our circle of enablers, him and me have this back and forth going. So he's like, I bought this on Amazon for whatever money. I'm like, that's crazy expensive, even for American, because then it's cheaper here. So then when I saw it on clearance, I'm just like, yeah, screw this guy.
Oh, that's amazing.
And the one that I'm most excited about, we're not debating this. I'm opening this first. This was sent to me by Dante Dark Joker Zin from the Infinity Equation podcast. This is the Wrath of Krang.
Nice.
He is so beautiful. I've never had a Krang growing up. I never had like this thing. I never had the little one with the robo legs.
Oh, I had the little one with the robo legs and the tall mega one. I got it for my birthday one year, and he was so big too. Like, it was massive.
Do you have this?
I do have that.
And how is it in comparison
to the original one? It's actually smaller than the original one.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a lot better than the original. There's a lot more, going on there. So
I'm sure, like, articulation wise, that's why, like, I don't have nothing to compare to. It just looks badass as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was Prime to the First helped me grab one. It got lost with my shipping company. Those guys are going to reimburse me, but Dante heard that I was looking for one. He picked it up. We did a quick trade, and we sent it up here. It's not even out in Canada. It was recently solicited to like comic shops and stuff, and it's not coming out till June or July or something. So I'm just like, yeah, if the second one ever shows up, then I could just help a local collector grab it here. But at least I'll have mine first because I got a little bit of that, paid a little bit of that impatience tax.
Always.
How do you feel about those 3 Black Series that you purchased? Moff Gideon, the Armor, and Dark Ray.
I've heard good things about the armor. Moff Gideon is just pretty much I need to have because I've been collecting a lot of the Mandalorian stuff. Plus, it comes with the Darksaber.
Yes.
So there's that. Dark Ray was just an impulse. It was like, let's see what's going on here. And, maybe I could pop the head off and make some other kind of Sith character. Because from what I saw, the body underneath the cloak looks pretty nice.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, that'll work.
It's always a delicate, creepy sentence to say about a female action figure.
Oh, pop that head off and make it someone else.
Well, not like more so I looked under it and it seemed like it's a pretty good body under there.
Oh no, I looked into it.
Okay.
I saw a video of someone reviewing it. Yeah. I think it was Robo's actually. And I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll pick that up and make it somebody else. So I saw it and I was like, okay, cool.
Like as growing up as a Star Wars fan, whenever I saw merchandise that was like lightsaber chopsticks, as an Asian, I'm looking at it and I'm just like, okay, that's cool, but these are so dumb because they look so impractical. Like they wouldn't be good to use and maneuver with food. And sure enough, they release a Dark Ray, and the first thing I see, I'm like, those are lightsaber chopsticks.
Yeah, sure exactly enough. Like. Yeah, except this time it has the hinge there. So everybody always opens these a weird way, and I don't understand it. So. But with opening this, like they made it easy. Like I don't understand why everybody opens it from the bottom, but you just gotta.
The old ones I open it from the bottom.
See? Quick and easy. Done.
Can someone check on Ernie, please?
Just yeah, they made that super easy for the collector.
So whenever I watch Toy Migos, you guys have a lot of toy knowledge. How far back did your collecting start?
I've been buying toys for as long as I can remember, man. I don't think I ever stopped from when I was a kid. Like, right. I can remember, I think some of my earliest memories are like the Secret Wars stuff.
Wow.
The Kenner superpowers. What else? Thundercats, obviously, He-Man, some Mask, G.I. Joe, stuff like that. And I remember I would get into each thing, individually. So it'd be like I'd really be into this or that. I remember walking into Target and seeing this thing, and it had this green bandana. It's like, oh, that's a big turtle. Like, that's really cool. And I'm like, oh man, and he's got these big katanas, and like, oh dude, I'm all about that. And I want that. So I got that, and then I, got way into turtles, and as I got older, I still kept buying toys. Like the XMen stuff came out from Toy Biz, what was it? They were more than 5 point. They were like 8 point or something like that. They had elbows and knees along with hips and shoulders and whatnot. And I kept buying then. And then I think it was towards the end of junior high or beginning of high school is when Power of the Force 2 stuff started dropping. And that, like, I'd seen Star Wars and whatnot, but that line is what really got me into Star Wars. Like, I was like, holy moly, like Shadows of the Empire, stuff like this. Like, oh man. And like, I just like dove into all those toys and was just buying those toys. And like, I bought toys all the way through high school.
Oh, so you never stopped?
Yeah, no. And then I bought toys after high school. I got really into like playing in bands and stuff. And so it kind of slowed down, but I always was still buying. So like I was buying all the Marvel Legends, like when Marvel Legends came out. Like I remember the Spider-Man Classics line. And I was like, whoa, they're putting a lot of articulation in this stuff. Like, yes, it's the towel. That's the towel for Krang.
Refresh my memory.
It's for after he's done taking a shower. And there's a little thing to go on his head.
Around his waist?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. So, yeah, I kept collecting even then, after that. And then, yeah, no, I just never stopped collecting ever. Like, I've just always been collecting. So I remember, a lot of that stuff as it rolled out.
Yeah, I can tell like you have a lot of stuff to compare from over the years, like it shows you never stop collecting. A lot of people I know, myself included, would be like, toys as a kid, you love playing with stuff, and then you kind of grow out of it for a little bit, hanging with friends and going out and wasting your money on other stuff was a
like partying, going to the bar.
Yeah.
I did a lot of that too, but I still kept buying toys. I actually have a pretty funny story. I had hung out with someone, and she woke up in my room the next morning and like looked around and saw like the toys and kind of freaked out. It was like, I need to go. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll see you later.
So the toys, she didn't see the toys the night before, is what you're saying?
No, not initially. No. Yeah. I was very proud at the point. I was very proud of the fact that I was like, I was officially like her rock bottom. Like, when she left my house, that she was like, I got to call my dad. I got to reassess some things in my life. I got to go back to school. Like,
like walk of shame.
Yeah. No, it was really funny.
Okay, so for this, you definitely need scissors because these tabs are unreal.
Yeah, you need some of those model kit
nippers.
Yes,
I love that name.
All right, so I got Ray open, and this like cloak is just locked on here. Like, you can move her head around in there, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to heat that up and pop it off. The cape's kind of cool. This isn't as like hard as it looks. It's actually soft, so you can kind of gets up out of the way a little bit.
Really, guys? No, that's what she said. Comments there. Nobody in the chat. Adam's not watching. Otherwise,
no, he's not, or else it would have been full of that. So next, I'll go with the
first thing I asked you when you said I got Dark Ray. I asked you, did you pay full price for it?
Oh yes,
and you said you got it as some sort of Target card deal.
Yeah. You get the Target card, you get 5% back on every purchase. So
without using it as a custom or a kit bash, do you think it's worth it, that figure?
No, and I think that might just because of my personal bias and me not really caring for the new sequel trilogy. Like, I don't really care for all of that. Like, I actually really like the Last Jedi SH Figure Arts Ray. I think that's a really good figure.
Right.
On a figure front, I don't know. Well, maybe, like, and especially if you're like into the new trilogy, where you like Ray, I could see it being worth it. Yeah, I don't know. I was so confused watching this movie, The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know.
Man, we should put a clock up on the board for how long it takes me to open this damn.
Oh, it's gonna take a while. That's all right. I'll get this armor open real quick. So, Ernie, I hope you're watching, man. You showed me how to do this the right way. So,
He is. How we do Disney RLU is in here. I'm going to go get my nippers. Free the nippers!
The nipper! All right. So that one didn't come out as easy as the Ray did, but let's see. Let's check out the articulation here. I know a lot of you guys probably already have this, but this is my first time opening it. It was like the first time I ever saw it, so I was like, yeah, no, I got to get that one. It's Mandalorian character. I got to tell you, though, these single knees are really, really bugging me.
Can you say, look at me? I'm the host now.
Look at me. I am host now. I am host.
I don't think it was Borat accent.
Oh. What about Lionel? Look at me. I'm the host now.
Oh man, Lionel.
Yeah.
I was grabbing some toys today, and I
saw. Where are you? You getting toys? I don't believe it.
I know, right? Definitely out of character. But I saw this Lionel Super 7, and I kind of wanted to grab it, and I'm like, oh, Thunder Tank. But then in reality, would I really be getting a Thunder Tank? I'm not that big of a fan. And then, earlier tonight, the news dropped.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, you saw it already, right?
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
So for people in the chat who don't know or did not see, the Super 7 Thunder Tank for the Thundercats line was revealed a few days ago, but the pricing just came out. It is going to be available for pre-order from Feb. Again, I asked this in the beginning. Is it February or February? I hate it. I just try to avoid saying it for a whole month, and I have been most of my life.
February?
February. Anyway,
February. Yeah.
From Feb 2nd to April 2nd, this will be available for pre-order. This tank. 450 American dollar dues plus shipping. A payment plan will be available. Expected delivery Q1 2022.
So how do you feel about that? How does that make you feel?
I would still buy the Lino. I'd still be tempted to buy a Lino, but I don't think I need this. It says it fits 6 Thundercats anyway. I don't think I would buy 6.
I think I'm doing it. I think I'm going to do it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I was telling the guys the other day, I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I never had that as a kid, number one. Number two, I don't know, man. It looks really cool. And I think I've just been kind of like wanting an excuse to get into that Thundercats line. And
right.
I'm like, you know what? I can get that. And then I can kind of backtrack and get the ones that I need. And then just get the core team, Mumra, and maybe a couple mutants. And then I'll be good, man. I'll be good. And it also helps that, March is around my birthday, so I can kind of finagle that in there. I'm a horrible person, by the way. So this is I was getting mixed up here. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm digging this.
You don't have the exclusive, do you?
No. I have the plastic fur, not the real fur. I could probably tear some off of the Morning Guard. I know Ernie would really enjoy that.
I swear it's
right, Ernie?
2 hours to open this thing. If it takes me 2 hours to open this and people are still watching, I might as well just do a live build of a model kit.
Yeah, this is true.
But yeah, right. What was that? The Armor exclusive was starting to show up at Toys R Us here. Actually, it's everywhere. I'm just waiting for it to go on sale. And obviously, it costs a little bit more, but I don't know if it's worth it to to get it for those.
Whoa, what happened?
That's my new mic arm. Last week some toys fell on me and then behind me, and then now this.
Oh no. All right. Well, I'm there. Look at, he got him out. I'm gonna go ahead and get Moth Gideon out here. And Ernie, I hope you're watching. You showed me to do this the right way. So you see, you can just kind of wedge your thumb in here, like so.
I just said mic drop. He's not wrong.
You wedge your thumb in there, and then you grab, and it just pops right out. Look at that. Quick and easy. All right. It's so quiet now. All you hear is the crackling. All right, here we go. Los Pollos Hermanos. All right.
Mic check.
There you go. There you go. You're there.
Gonna hold this like a cup of glass of wine for the rest of the evening. Whatever you say, like yes.
If Ernie was here, he'd have the perfect DJ lingo. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here tonight. Make sure to stay close to your loved ones. This next jam is coming right up.
Is he a DJ?
He used to be for years, actually. He used to be a DJ. His brother, actually, who I grew up with. Like I met his brother Michael in first grade, and pretty much met Ernie through him, through his brother Michael. So his brother Michael is doing DJ stuff. So I've known those guys, the majority of my life. I remember I used to get like rides to school from Big Ernie. We used to call him Big Ernie, which is Ernie's dad, Ernesto. And so, yeah, he used to give me rides to school and stuff. It was cool, man. So that's a long time ago.
It's crazy. And like, that's really cool how you guys have been friends for that long, collecting together the toys. Toys keep the friendship going, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. And it was, before we started the show, it was, I'd see him out and about, and we would stop and start talking, and we'd be standing in Toys R Us for like 2 hours talking to each other. And now luckily we can just hop on and do this and talk about toys. So we're always up to date.
It's kind of cool because a lot of people that I meet, sometimes I do like local meetups and stuff, and they're like, oh, there's a whole Facebook group and there's all this stuff. People, there's a whole community out there. I thought it was just me. And I'm just like, no, man, like.
It's really surprising. It's really surprising that so many people, there's a lot of guys out there that don't know about this world yet.
Right.
They think they're all alone. They hang out with their buddies that they grew up with and whatnot. And, and get made fun of for collecting toys and stuff.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, it's just, they find this and they're like, oh, wow, there's like people out there like me. It's like, yeah, man, we're out here. Like, you don't have to get clowned on by your homies. You could tell them like, hey, it's my thing. Like, you like dirt bikes, I like toys. It's not a big deal.
And like Brandon said, now you guys do a podcast 14 times a week.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Only four. So he was only 10 off. It's all good. But yeah, no, we have a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun.
This dude is awesome.
I kind of like him with these. This is kind of cool.
That actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I hope to see him do more fighting, but we don't know how that story is going to go for him.
Well, it'd be cool if he had a couple lightsabers.
Yeah, Berserk says, I don't even know what's up with people I considered friends 5 years ago. And you know what? It's funny, but it's kind of true. Like, my oldest friend, Will, I've known him for like 18 years, and you know, we used to go out and hang out and go clubbing and stuff a lot. But it's like, you grow up and people have different paths. I've got kids. I don't go out, and then like the toy community, it's just you can talk about this stuff with people every day. You end up getting closer with a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
and then with pandemic as well, for the last however many months, it's just like I'm cool with being a shut-in almost.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely don't. I don't spend as much at the bar anymore. I'll tell you that.
Man, I can't imagine. Like I used to spend like hundreds of dollars every Friday.
Remember, you used to like think you were awesome if you spent like a couple like 200, $300. I was like, yeah, I'm the man. But yeah, no, now I'm like, yeah, that thing's cool. That crank's so awesome.
This is, man. I'm so happy. Someone mentioned earlier, I forget who it was. It said, "Be careful if I'm putting him into the robot." So I'm gonna save that for later. This looks like it needs a lot of heating. These knees and ankles. I'm very scared.
I'm brave. I just kind of worked them all cold. I didn't heat it up at all.
If you're dipping your figures into a pool of warm water anyway, it'll help loosen the joints when you're unboxing them.
Right. Yeah, man, this is.
Yeah, I'm gonna open him next. I'm excited for that too. Oh, I also forgot. I did get this. This is the Power Rangers Collection Tommy.
I meant to ask you, how are you enjoying the original Sentai? Are you still watching it?
No. Again, it's one of those things where it's like it's hard to listen and watch at the same time.
Oh, okay, I got you.
If I'm doing that, I'll look over once in a while, and if I'm working, I'll know if somebody's being called an idiot, and that's about it. It's like, haha, that guy's baga, and then like, that's all I know. or what I pick up on was when they posted that Thomas Wayne Flashpoint Batman with the anime head. It's like, watashi wa Thomas Wayne.
That's awesome.
Blake, thank you very much for the $4.99 super chat. He says, keep up the great work. Thank you very much. This wouldn't be really happening without you guys here in the chat, hanging out, and my amazing friends and guests. So thank you guys all very much. Blake, I saw you commented earlier on one of my friends, I think is either video or in his Instagram post, and that's Troy Collects Toys. That's my friend here in Canada. I mentioned him earlier. He recently received from Walmart for some frigging reason.
Yeah, I'm stupid jealous. Yeah. Stupid, horribly jealous. I can't explain how jealous I am.
Please, everyone, did you know that Cheynee is very jealous?
I'm extremely jealous, by the way. So, I'm stressed now. So,
as an XMen fan, like I know you are, it's probably a big deal for you. It makes you more anxious. So Troy received from Walmart.ca the House of X Cyclops and Professor Xavier. So you can see here, he's already got him in hand. This is his Instagram, at Troy Collects Toys. He just put up his first two.
Yeah, he got them all, right?
No, he didn't get them all. He posted a picture of somebody else. I think it was actual figure news and reviews. He posted that, and then he ended up finding it online, ordered both, got them in like 2 days, did the review. His first reviews. He's been asking me, Kevin, do you think I should do reviews? Do you think I should do this and that? And I'm like, yeah, man, you absolutely can. He has as much stuff as I do, if not more, buys a lot of stuff. And so he finally just put a bunch of videos together. He's like, it took me hours, but I did it. Put up the videos. I was helping him share it all over. So if you guys are interested in how these two figures are, Cyclops and Prof X, those are two of the ones. I'd say I'm more excited for Prof X in that wave. How about you?
I'm excited for all of them.
Okay.
Holy moly!
I'm excited for all of them. Okay, so moving on.
Look at that. You got a $20 super chat there, Captain.
Derek, that's my little bro DK. Thank you very much for the $20 super chat. I think you wanted to put a message or an emoji, but it is blank. But thank you very much.
That's awesome, man. I love seeing that. I love seeing that.
He's one of my friends one of my few like close friends who actually collects, and he's crazy with Transformers and all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's my Transformer like database.
Okay.
He'll know like all the stuff, the repaints and everything, all the waves.
See, Ernie used to be my main go-to guy, but now we have Adam and he's into Transformers too. So between those two, they know like all kinds of stuff, man.
Perfect.
And I'm just like, yeah, I know a few things. Like, I don't know. It's cool, man. There's a lot of cool Transformers stuff out there. Yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on that. I love seeing these pictures. It makes me so happy for them.
Yeah, Troy's been asking. He's like, "Oh, what should I do about lighting for my pictures? What can I like?" And we chat about this stuff all the time. He lives like 45 minutes away from me, but we'll help each other find stuff.
That is so cool, man. I love that. He hits you up and asks you, and you're like, "Yeah, I'll teach you how to do things here. Let me help you out." I love that. People, they'll hit me up once in a while about how to do stuff, and I always try to be as helpful as I can. I do what I can to try and help people out when they ask me.
But what I try to keep in mind is that there's been a lot of people who have been very selfless and helpful for me, even whether it be like ACBA stuff, pointers here and there, just talking about anything. Johnny, we've been talking about camera gear for years.
That guy, man. And don't get me started with him.
Don't get me started about loom cubes, but
they want your $20. Good. I can't believe you just threw it away like that.
Well, you know how
No, I'm bummed, man. Like I usually once a year I'll take a trip up to Northern California and I'll go hang out with Johnny and meet up with Rich because he lives up there too. And hang out, and I didn't get to do that last year, so I'm really, really bummed. Like I love hanging out with those people. I love going and hanging out with people, man. So hopefully, we can get things back to the way they're supposed to be, and I can go hang out again for sure.
I would love to come to Cali again. I've got some family there, but I didn't know you guys the last time I went. That was like 2015. I wasn't cool yet until I met you guys. So
I know, what was it? Mike Wang came down here too, didn't he?
I think so. I think he has family relatives out there too.
And it sucked because he's like, "Hey man," like he hit me up. He's like, I'm gonna go to Frankenson's if you want to meet up. I was like, dude, I got to work tonight. Like, I would love to. Like, I should have just called out. I should have just called out. Open the CAD Bane the right way. Put the thumb in, and then you just pull.
All right. Let me see. I'm gonna switch back to my camera.
Yeah,
I can see this.
All right.
Right. So what I was saying, like photography stuff, everyone's always been super helpful and like super selfless. So I try to remember that. I probably don't do it enough, but when people, wherever I can help, people have questions, I try to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm under this side?
Other side. Yeah, other side. You want to get your other hand and stick your thumb, in between the cardboard and the plastic there. Oh, yeah, you could flip it over and then just squeeze and pull. Squeeze real hard and then pull. Yeah!
Just ripped his heart out of this fucking chest.
I wonder if that'd work with this. If Ernie's still here.
No, he wants the cardboard back. He wants the diorama.
No!
Fatality.
I was telling him the other day, I was like, all right, so I did water. I ran over a box with a car.
Right.
This is Firestar. I should use fire to open it. And he's like, no. You're gonna melt it. Are you crazy? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, it might work.
So if you bought like a new Groot, would you just grab a tree branch from outside and
Oh,
beat
just
the
start
box?
smacking the box. Yeah, yeah, that would be great.
Use whatever character superpower it is to open.
For a while there, we kind of had a thing going where other people would tag me in like interesting ways that
Oh,
they
that
would
was
open their.
incredible. In the Facebook group?
Yep, and then even on Instagram too. I would like to see more of that. Like, I would love to see you guys just opening the figures in the most crazy way possible and tagging us in that. That's definitely something that we would repost in the Toy Migos story for sure. Oh, I like that. Vern's Hobbies. Have I opened one with a katana yet? No, I don't own a katana, but I have an old roommate who collects like swords and knives, so I'm sure he probably has a katana.
You need that for the zombie apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. That's what he says.
Do you or anyone in the chat actually like a small part of your brain thinks that that could happen, and have you taken any steps to prepare for that?
I don't know. It's been glorified so much that I'm kind of like numb to it now. So I'm like, I don't know.
The key is to have a group of friends and then don't tip them off that if you're ever in a chase, don't tip off whoever is the one who's going to be the sacrificial lamb, where just like you would just slash his Achilles and then just leave him there while you run away.
Not even that, just stay in enough shape to where you can run faster than one of them. It doesn't even have to be everyone. Like
I don't have to be faster than the zombies. I just have to be faster than you.
Yes. I've known you for years. You're one of my best friends, but I'm going to make sure I can run faster than you, and that's really all that matters.
Ronald Ramos says I can get a few kunais. What if you drop those ninja thumbtack things on the ground? Yeah. I think
the zombies would just keep walking with them in their feet.
And that would suck in Canada because that would be like snow tires for them.
Oh, they give them more traction. Yeah.
No, that does not work. You got to know your area and your terrain. Come on.
Yeah. All
right, this guy's really cool.
It's really nice. All these figures I've opened are pretty nice. I just hate all this single hinged knee stuff going on.
Right.
Like, I'm not a fan of that at all. Gosh. It bugs me.
So when I was reading up on CAD Bane, this is some sort of respirator thing that plugs into his face and then
gives him his cool voice. Or does it give him his cool accent?
He's very cool, man. I love this. This is awesome.
I've been meaning to get around to this for a while. Oh, look at that. You got another one. Another one.
What's another one?
Super chat, sir.
Did I miss it? I think I didn't miss it.
It's from King Megacon.
King Megacon. Showing love from Malvern. Keep up the good work.
Where's Malvern?
Thank you very much for the $5 super chats. Malvern is in the borough of Scar. It's called Scarborough.
And where's that?
It's like 10-15 minutes from me.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Cool, King Megacon, thank you very much. I don't think I recognize that name, but much appreciated. I hope you like what's going on here. We're just opening up some toys. But fellow Canadian here, thanks for coming on. Good seeing you. A lot of my local collector friends in here too.
That's awesome, man. That's way awesome.
Malvern and Scarborough is the gangsta area. Is it still? I know it once was.
So is Mike Wang around you?
Yeah, Mike is. It's funny. Whenever my cousins visit me and they're like, "Oh, can we go here?" I'm like, "It's about 15 minutes away." And then he's like, "How about this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's about 15 minutes away." He goes, "How come everything from you is 15 minutes away?" So Mike Wang lives around about 15 minutes away from me. Because like my cousin is he was in New Jersey and then he was in Connecticut and now he's Pennsylvania And like everywhere we go, it's like, oh, better get ready for dinner. It's a half-hour drive. And then like he'll take us to like, everything is just so far away. Like this is crazy.
Kenneth Kniv from Connecticut.
He was like, hey, down the street here in Connecticut, that's 50 Cent's house. I'm like, I don't want to see 50 Cent's Connecticut home. There's like he lived in this like really farmy place. There's like bales of hay down the street.
It's funny on it's not like on my commute, but it's like if I was to kind of like take a little detour, you could go and see the chapel from Kill Bill where they like
Oh, cool.
tried to kill the bride.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot of places around where me and Ernie live that Tarantino filmed some of his stuff. Like there used to be an old Denny's by the freeway, and the part where they're eating in From Dusk Till Dawn in the beginning, that's where they filmed that. There used to be like a nightclub kind of place, and they filmed something there. There was do you remember when in Kill Bill where she got out of the coffin and walked into the restaurant?
Yes.
That restaurant is a very, very well-known restaurant around here. And it was funny because I used to drive by that restaurant every day to my commute to work. Man, this thing is actually really cool. I can't believe I took so long to open it.
I'm going to switch to you. Oh, wrong one. This is the Silver Centurion.
Yeah. Yeah, this is way cool, man. I remember sometimes I get to go to work with my dad, and we would stop off at like AM/PM or Kmart or something like that, gas stations, and I'd get to go in there and buy comic books. He'd let me buy comic books. So I used to buy Avengers West Coast all the time. So that's really cool. I used to get that. Obviously, XMen. What else did I get? I got all kinds of stuff. It was really. It's funny. I I wanted to bring it up the other day, but I forgot to bring it up. I want to talk about how it's so weird that like comic books and toys and stuff are like kind of cool now. Like
Right.
it's like more acceptable than it's ever been. Like I remember like having to hide like even comic books and stuff like
Well, if a girl saw it, they would just leave your house and
yeah, abruptly, very abruptly.
what
Very,
would you
very
say is the main contributing factor to that, or a cause for that?
what for her leaving abruptly?
No. The comic books and general geekdom being
Obviously like the movies and stuff like that. Like,
right.
the comic world has kind of hit, reached like pop culture status and whatnot. So
Hell yeah.
um,
So this is a
yeah.
very cool comic look, but I don't like the yellow. It looks really
Yeah. For $1 though, I think
I'm really gonna criticize this one.
I'm not really feeling the yellow on this.
I don't know if it's worth, but yeah, it's cool. I like the scales, right? In the costume. Shout out to I believe it was Carlos that sold it to me. Ooh,
Yeah. A vintage card. Ernie always likes it when I
that's an
open them.
opener.
Well, yeah. Why
Oh my
wouldn't
god,
it be?
you're crazy.
Why?
I get it sometimes where Ernie's coming from. Stuff like this where it's designed to play on your nostalgia. I see the cards, and I sometimes I'm a sucker for cards. How do you do this? I want my dollar. I don't know. I gave him $2. I gave the guy actually a toonie. A toonie is a $2 coin, and he was like, "Hey, it's only $1." He actually said, "Hey, it's only $1," and I'm like, "I don't have change.
No, keep
Just
the change, bud. I got it. I got it over
I'll be
here.
okay."
Yeah.
I'll be
So do you I forgot what I was gonna ask you. What was I gonna say? Yep, completely lost my train of thought.
Loki, mainstream, comic books, geeks, opening the packaging, nostalgia.
It's gone. It left me. I don't know.
I already did a recap. That's as good as a recap as you're gonna get.
Yeah, it's all right.
Toy Biz.
All right, Brandon wants to see my method for this one. First, you want to crunch it down real good here. You want to flatten it out a little bit.
Oh gosh!
And then what works?
Drop it a little.
Yeah, and then you just kind of.
The ripping and the tearing.
All right.
Toys and figures were so much more detailed. Yeah, man. Like these sculpts from back then, you can't beat some of this stuff.
No, the Toy Biz stuff is
like the face on that Build-A-Figure MODOK is some of the gnarliest sculpting and tooling on a face. Like he just looks great.
Even the giant man is just a piece of art, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful work.
The painted on textures of that Loki are awful, like the first vintage wave cap.
Oh man, yeah, he's pretty buff too. My Loki is not missing the gym.
Guys, I paid $1. Does that change?
That means it's perfect then. All right, this is cool.
So that one has like the soft goods front robe, right?
I don't know. I don't understand this. Yeah, I'm just tearing that off because I don't like that. Oh, this would be the one to do for Doombots, man.
Oh, shoot.
Because I already crazily bought a bunch of the first time they released this figure. And according to Todd Rectangular, we're going to get another one pretty soon.
I'm so stoked for this little dude. I don't know if you guys remember the episode, if you watched it back in the day. I don't know what happened that caused Shredder to shrink back, revert back to a child. But like,
he had all kinds of stuff happen to him. He turned into a child. He was like a fly or whatever. Like,
hold on.
Get your focus straight.
There you go. He kind of looks like my son. I you know what? I'm gonna 3D print some of these shoulder pads and the helmet, and I'm gonna for a 2-year-old, and just do robes. This expression looks just like him. That's so funny. And like this will be my toy cam, close-up cam. This is a Krang.
There you go.
With movable tentacle arms for you hentai weirdos out there. Yeah. Damn, it's 10:14 already. That's crazy. I still got some stuff to open. Guys, thank you everyone. 60 people in here. This is probably like one of my most viewed streams. Thank you guys very much.
We're almost at 70 for a while there.
Oh, were we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to stop right at 11 because if you guys don't know, I'm going to be hopping over to the Toy Migos stream on their channel at 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. I still have to do that math every time. Damn it.
Sorry.
Thank you very much to everyone who's still watching. Like Ernie says, make sure you check in, hit the thumbs up while you're here.
All right, let's see.
Saki, you idiot. I can't do Shredder? No. Shred. No, I used to do a better one. Shredder? No, I can't do it anymore.
Saki, you idiot.
Yeah, sometimes he really sounded like a Muppet.
Yeah. Ow.
Vern says I only opened one figure, Lightning Round. No, I opened CAD Bane. I opened Krang. And I'm going to open this Green Ranger. Speaking of voices, you kind of do this laugh. You did it yesterday, and it kind of ended with a
Oh, the Krusty laugh.
really, yeah. It's really good, Krusty. I do that. Simpsons is something that for the rest of my life I'm going to be quoting lines for, and I'm glad my fiance watched it and she understands the reference.
Simpsons is life. All right, it like especially the first like 6 seasons is like just the key stuff there. Unfortunately, my wife didn't watch The Simpsons, so I'll say things to her like, I don't know. I can't even think. I always have some kind of Simpsons reference, and it just, and I'm like, how did that happen? I don't understand how that happened.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, Simpsons is
my favorite Krusty is which I always use for whatever reason. Whenever I goof up or I forget something, I'll be like, "Oh, what was I on?" Oh, you know why? Because because of that scene, I would always listen to when he's singing the song, like he's in the video, he's like, "Break on through to the other side," watching his own clip, and then he's like, "Oh, what was I on?"
My favorite, the one that made me laugh the most was, remember when Homer had got the gun and he had to wait outside the pawn shop to get it?
Yeah.
And he's sitting there, or he's standing there, he's all open. The guy like lets him in, and he hands him the gun, and Homer grabs the gun, just like it like shows like it from Homer's point of view, and it's just like click, 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 click. And the way the guy reacted, whoa, dude. Oh my god, it messes me up every time. I'll watch it. They have a clip of it just randomly on YouTube, so I'll watch it, and oh my gosh, man,
those ones are great. And then you'll see that clip, and you'll be like, "How the hell did you get 2 million views on this one clip?" And then it'd be like, "Hey, you're one of the idiots contributing towards that. Like, you want that one part."
Yep.
The one with when Homer gets the hoagie.
Yes.
And it's a montage for like 2 to 3 minutes of all these different scenarios. And when you sit and think about it, it's just a bunch of writers who are just like, "Hey, here are some stupid things that Homer would do with a sandwich. Let's just animate all of it and put it all together." And it's just like it just gradually got worse and worse. And it's one of the funniest stuff that you can in like a 3-minute span.
Every time they show the ambulance, it gets funnier. Like it's just like
it's just a straight cut to them in the ambulance.
Yeah, it's oh my gosh. There's so many things. Like the part where Bart and Lisa, where they're like, "Well, I'm gonna kick my feet like this, and if you get in the way, all right. Well, I'm gonna swing my arms like this, and if you get in the way."
I feel like that's gonna be my kids one day, man.
Oh yeah. Kids fight. That's what they do.
Speaking of which, we both have kids, and we both try to not force this kind of our lifestyle here with all this nerd stuff on them, but we'll try to integrate it slowly. Like I tried to get my daughter to watch Star Wars in order without it being spoiled, and you were kind of following how that played out, and you kind of have your own experiences. And you've mentioned on your show before that everything good? Mailman? Dog? Wife?
Maybe a loud car. Sorry. Continue. Well, it's like real windy here right now. Like it's never usually this windy, so I didn't know if it was the wind or what. So sorry about that.
It's all good. But yeah, we we try to integrate this kind of stuff with the kids. And your daughter recently discovered Thundercats.
Yes.
How cool is that? Of all the brands properties to discover.
Yeah, it was really strange how it happened because I was trying to, oddly enough, I was watching Cobra Kai. She was really into Cobra Kai, so I was like, let's watch Karate Kid. And Karate Kid 1, it's kind of hard to keep a 6-year-old's attention span, so that was a little complicated. And then we got finished with that, and it was like, well, I was like, I'm just gonna, because I'll always do this. I'll like just kind of throw something on. If it sticks, it sticks. If not, no big deal. You know, like you said, it's like you try something and then okay, that didn't work. You know, and I've come to the point more so where it's like, all right, I'll throw it out there. If it sticks, if not, no big deal. We'll keep moving. So I put Thundercats on, and at first she's like, "Oh, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this." I'm like, "Just give it a minute." And by halfway through the episode, she's hooked. And then it finishes the first episode, and she's like, "Can we watch the next one?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." And then when it's like, "Dad, can I watch TV?" "Yeah." "Can I watch Thundercats?" "Yeah, okay." And so there's just Thundercats playing in the background of my house where normally it would be like other stuff. And I don't know, man. It's pretty cool. It's kind of weird at the same time, but it's still cool. Like
She's around like 4, 5,
6.
6. Right.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And there's, she likes a bunch of other stuff. Like she's really into what is it? She watches this Gabby Cat show. She really likes that show, but she likes, I try to keep a lot of the electronic technology stuff away for the most part, so that she can sit and enjoy Legos and sit and enjoy like her dolls and like her ginormous doll house we got for her a couple of years ago and stuff like that. And like she's real good about that. She'll sit and like play with toys over technology most of the time.
Is
And
there anything that you were hoping that she would get into but didn't really stick?
um no, not really, because she kind of falls into her own things. Like she'll see something or like her friend will have something or whatnot, and she'll get into that. Like she's really into Pokemon right now.
Okay.
Like she loves Pokemon too. So it just kind of is like, okay, you just kind of roll with it. Like there was, a couple times it was like, hey, let's watch this, and it didn't stick. And I think maybe the first couple times I was like, oh no, but I like this, you should like this. And then after that, I'm like, okay, I get the hint here. Like you're your own little person, you're gonna do your own thing, and you know what? I'm fine with that. So if somewhere we meet in the middle, that's cool too. If
Yeah.
not, it's all good. So it doesn't bug me too much, and I think it's better that way. So it's like you like whatever you want to like. That's fine, and I'll like whatever I like, because she'll come into my toy room sometimes and ask a million questions about the different toys and stuff like that.
Right.
Like,
And that's awesome, right?
yeah, like she took Squirrel Girl. Like I had the
Oh, your
Squirrel
daughter
Girl.
took Squirrel Girl? Mine did not.
Yeah, she was like, "Can I have this?" I was like, "Yeah, actually, you can. You can have that." So. Um, I know people were asking like, "Oh, are you gonna get her Thundercats?" And like my wife even asked, she's like, "Are you? There's got to be some Thundercats toys, right?" I'm like, "They're kind of pricey, and the way that she handles that stuff, I don't think it'll be
It's not a toy for a 6-year-old.
yeah, no, not by any means."
Even the Ninja Turtle ones, I'm a little bit scared of those hip joints.
Hmm.
Is this the sort of darkness or sort of evil?
I don't know. I'm not. I'm
Sort
not
of dark.
really. Yeah, I don't really Power Rangers that hard. Power
Really?
Rangers was my sister's thing, not mine. I remember not liking that show at all when it came on.
What's going on? Plunderlings is in the chat. How's it going?
What's up?
Congratulations on all those figures out there. Everyone's loving it. He says, Cheynee, are you going to buy the Thunder Tank? You said yes, right?
I think I'm going to get it. Yeah. Actually, he typed Cheyenne. Cheyenne, are you going to?
Oh, never mind. That question is not for you.
Yeah, that's for someone else. Cheyenne.
Cheyenne's next week.
Yeah.
Oh, the week after Darius. No, I'm just playing. Thunder
Yeah.
Tank. Like, what's the HasLab was $3.99? All the HasLab stuff.
I think it was what the HasLab. The Razor Crest was $350.
Okay.
I think what was it? The
Sentinel. Sentinel was also $350.
yes, Sentinel was $350. The what is it? The Katana, the sail barge, that was what was it? $499, if I'm right.
Oh, okay.
400, $499, somewhere around 400 or 500. I remember that. So Thunder tank for $450. It's kind of pricey, but it's one of those things where it's like this property is on its last legs, man. There's really no life left in it. And it's funny because like I've heard Dario say that before. He's like, where are you gonna get Thundercats stuff at?
That's true. That's a very good point.
Like, who watches Thundercats still? My kid, but
Maybe we'll start our own toy line.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Thunderlings can help her out.
So it's like, we're not, it's just, I doubt the company's going to put out a 112 or 110 scale Thunder tank ever again. This is pretty much it.
Oh, that's true.
Like, so it's like, yeah, I can get it. I can get it. So, yeah. And no one else is tackling the property. Super 7 is the only one handling Thundercats right now. Now, Silverhawks, when they bring Silverhawks, I'm unfortunately going to get into that as well.
Oh, Heroes World makes a good point. Heroes World is a local comic shop here. That's where I go to grab some figures as well and some DC superhero girl comic books for my daughter.
Is that what's his name that you had on here before?
John. Yeah, he was on. And he says people should be more open for the Thundercats roar to Teen Titans Go, the franchise. Oh, okay. I remember that there was the cartoon that came out recently, right?
Yeah, no one liked Roar. Everybody hated it.
Did your daughter check that out after finding out?
No. It I don't even think I have anywhere to watch it right now, honestly. Because we usually just do the streaming stuff. Like, she can easily hop on and do Netflix. She's got her own little profile, or Hulu, and then she has her own little profile for HBO as well. So we can, do that. So what do you think?
Sorry, go ahead.
What do you think about it? You're going to talk about? Yeah.
Oh, I have the 2-pack one, and this one isn't that much different, right? It's just more so for the Tommy head that I wanted. But I was going to say, imagine trying to explain to a 5-year-old that you can play a flute to control a giant dinosaur robot. That's
mind-blowing.
She's like, what's a Zord? Like, that's not even a real word. I don't know how to explain this to you.
Oh, I love that. What is that? Well,
why did they call it a Zord and not a dinosaur? I'm like, dinosaur? Zord? And then she's like, oh, I don't get it. Does your daughter do this thing where, like, if the main character isn't on the screen, she'll just keep asking, like, where's, like, the first 30 seconds of Frozen? Where's Elsa? Where's Elsa? Like, just wait, please.
Yeah.
It's the whole movie.
It's actually funny. So, like, I was watching, because I started watching Bleach again, right?
Right.
And I only watch with subtitles. And so, she's in first grade. So she's like, picking up reading this year. And so she's like picking, little words out of the subtitles to try and follow along. And I'm like, that's awesome. Like, that's way awesome. I didn't even think that, like, we could do that and that would work. So it was, like, really cool.
Yeah, man. My daughter actually, like, she's reading, like, kids books, and then she's reading comic books, and then she's reading, like, chapter books now too. But she's, like, looking around, and she'll point to all the sound words. Is it the onomatopoeia? She's like, what's pow?
Mm-hmm.
Why does this say zap? I'm just like, oh, that's just a sound effect. And I'm trying to animate those for her as I'm reading it. But it's super cool. And she'll tell me every time I'm like, oh, I'm going to go buy something, or I'm going to go make a sale. She thinks I'm going to Heroes World. She's like, and you're going to get me a comic book? She's a little game that we have. So I actually had to make a list. I have a list of all of her, all of the superhero girls comics that I bought for her, so I don't buy a duplicate. And she'll sit there and read for like half hour to an hour just reading comics. It's pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
And she'll randomly just bring up these comic references that I didn't know she knew. Like, Dad, why does Bizarro talk from? Like, you know Bizarro?
What?
Yeah, it's just a lot of references come up out of nowhere. It's pretty awesome.
All right, I need to keep opening stuff here, right? That's the whole deal.
That's how Toddy Mac talks. Todd McFarlane is essentially the police academy guy.
No, don't disgrace him. Man. Don't you dare do that to him.
I like when he does the guitar riff in the background sometimes. He'd be like, and then you can do this and be like, dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, that guy from Police Academy he's a treasure. He's a treasure to humanity. All right, let's see what this Splinter and Baxter's all about. Yeah.
Those ones also recently solicited here in Canada. Not available yet, man. But I would love to get a. I'm in the middle of a trade, hoping to get my hands on a set of those.
The set of what?
Of the Splinter and Baxter Stockman.
Oh yes, yes. Someone it was Doom Dazed. I think Doom Dazed is in the chat there. He sent me a picture of one of our local Targets today that actually had Rat King, Vern. It had the 2 Rock guys, Triceradons, and the Roadkill Rodney pack.
Todd McFarlane, Vern's Hobby says Todd McFarlane is a Canadian treasure, and I have to agree. Ever since that picture of him with the toothbrush in his pocket, I mean, if you see in the background of that scene, he has a 3D printer as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I took that screenshot and I posted it in one of my 3D printing groups. I'm like, guys, what kind of printer is this?
Yeah, what is this?
I don't know. It's like a $2,000-$3,000 printer, and then I'm like, and what is the toothbrush for? And they're like, well, you use it to brush off some of the excess resin on your print before to get it off, so that when you cure it, it's not like a big blob.
I thought they're gonna give you the complete jerk answers. So, well, you use that to brush off the excess plaque that builds up on your teeth when you're,
before that cures onto your molar. No, if it was me answering, that would have been the answer I gave. But they were
I would have done the same thing, man.
So I've got this old kid's toothbrush that I've been using to brush off some of my prints, resin printing some Glocks and some Mac 10s.
I meant to ask you. So, out of you probably print a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And out of all of that stuff that you print, how much do you think is paint, or how much is painted?
I'm not a good painter, so I try to buy the color filament of whatever the object is, so I can do as little as possible.
All right, let's see those ones in the chat. If you guys would buy a 3D printed stick of butter from the Butter Baron himself.
That's what I was gonna segue into.
Yeah. Yes.
I modeled this stick of butter and printed it at this ridiculous 1/12 scale with the resin printer. One side says butter,
and the other,
and it is absolute. Why is there so many one? No, guys, no.
I told you.
Nick's Figs, Johnny number 796. I know 796 is gonna drop a 1, whatever you say.
Look at that.
Gonna do it. This shirt is essentially the genesis of the idea of this shirt was basically like me and Mario's relationship, high school.
Yes.
High school creations, and now Plunderlings. When I get my Plunderlings, they shipped from BBTS. The tracking says they've been in New Jersey since the 19th. It's been 9 days, no movement, and I don't know what's going on from BBTS, or if it's FedEx, I don't know. But I'm so anxious to get those.
It's probably FedEx. Oh, you should be. They're beautiful. They're absolutely wonderful figures. I can't sing the praises of Plunderlings enough. I need more. I showed them to my buddy's son, and he lost it. He was like, dude, I want to get these. And he's like, Dad, I want to spend my allowance on these. And he looked, and we couldn't find them anywhere. They were sold out everywhere.
Yeah. And so, I mean, what an amazing, it's open my I've always been looking at Kickstarters kind of from afar and be like, oh, is this is it going to happen? Is it going to be a good product? And then seeing Plunderlings kind of flourish like this, I'm just I'm looking around at a lot more. What's that Spiro Toys ones with the
what is it? The Primal Wave from the Animals of the Kingdom.
Right, and they're in 1/12 scale. I'm kind of interested in those now.
I'm really interested in that.
And I think Plunderlings either they know them. I seen them post about those Spiro's toys sets too. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get behind more
Yeah,
stuff.
we
So
had
there's a lot of ones here. You guys are crazy. I don't know if they have yellow yellow resin to print at the scale. So I can't print at this scale with this kind of detail on like a filament printer, just because you can't get that. It's not that fine. I was able to print this. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Imagine the Plunderling holding a stick of butter.
yes. Imagine that. Imagine that. Look at that, Laser Pants with a very generous $5 super chat.
Hey, it just says, "Thank you, Ryan, for the super chat." He says, "Hey,
Super
super chat,
chats.
animals of the warrior kingdom." That's right. How would you say this? Hey, super. Is he calling us super chats, or is he just saying,
No,
"Look,
I
I
think
discovered super chats"?
I think he's just saying, "Hey, super chats." Kind of like in Dumb and Dumber when he walks out and he's just all, "Hey guys, super gulps, huh? All right,
Yeah, there's a pause, and
yeah,
then you're like, "All right,"
yeah, all
and
right,
then he walks off.
yeah."
Hoarding butter. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna find some yellow resin, or I don't know. I don't know if I paint over this, will it kind of fill in the lettering? That's something that I got to work on.
I say try painting it first, and
Yeah,
then if that doesn't work, then search for yellow filament. But I think
my
that
stuff got dropped.
there needs to be some definite butter production in your future.
Time to get churning.
How does it go? It's time to start this butter party.
You're the one with the voice clip.
I
Can
don't,
I can I use it? Let's get this butter party started. That's what.
that's what it was. Yeah, yeah. No, you can absolutely use it.
But
My
yes,
my
Ryan, thank you very much for the hey super chat. Hey yourself, buddy. You're awesome.
yes.
This is printed with a filament FDM printer. This is you can see it's a bigger scale, and you can't really get the lettering detail in there as much as I would like to. But I do have yellow filament, and this is I don't even I don't even know why. When you ask me, do I print a lot of stuff? Yes. How much of it is useful? I'd say
Yeah.
like 0.3% is useful, and the rest of it is just wasted plastic.
Yeah, it's like I could see myself doing a lot of printing just like to see if I can make it, and then I'm like, okay, I can make it. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of the stuff, when you think about it, the return based on the print time, it may not be the best. A lot of people are shocked when they hear about some of the print times I have for the stuff, but at least I have it for myself, which is really cool. Um, but now with the resin printer, I can do more smaller, detailed stuff for 1/12 scale, which I'm pretty excited about. I've kind of got the settings nailed down, so pretty excited about that. Plasty's in the chat. What's going on? He taught me the word for butter in Spanish the other day, but I forget what it was. Something.
Man, how nice.
Yeah. He's been my
Translator.
Duolingo.
There we go.
Yes. Man tequila. That's right. Is that how you pronounce it? Man tequila. It's so easy. I should have remembered it.
Man,
Salted or unsalted? So obviously unsalted for baking and baked goods and whatnot. Cheynee, please, how did the Butter Baron come about? You were the originator of this phrase, and Plasti has asked me before, like how mantequilla. Yes, no, I should have known that. Me butchering the Spanish language.
it happens. You posted a picture of all this butter.
No, it wasn't just butter. Okay, I had toys in the picture. It was an overall haul. Okay.
You posted a picture of all this butter.
All right.
And then I think we were doing
Monte.
It was I think we're doing a quickie mini show.
Yes,
and
for being specific.
Yeah, we brought up the fact that you had bought so much butter, and we were like, "What does he need all that butter for? He must be some kind of butter baron." And that's how it was born. It just like that.
and
And that's
I, I didn't ask for it. It was beyond my control,
yeah,
especially
it
when
was
you're repeating it on when you have 4 shows a week and I have 1 and you repeat it 4 more times than I do, it's really out of my hands. And then all caps with the Butter Nation comments.
don't know where that came from. That I can't
I thought it was a joke that
yeah,
was somewhere that I missed earlier in the episode, but what the
you know, I can't claim that one. That one came out of left field, and I was just like, okay, let's run with that. That'll work. Yeah. All right, Butter Nation. So not only is he the Butter Baron, but he has his own Butter Nation. How cool is that? I think you need Butter Nation stickers.
I need a flag.
What about T-shirts? I like this idea. Butter Nation T-shirts.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I do have
Let's see the ones in the chat. You guys buying Butter Nation T-shirts or what?
my chat. Butter Hall equals Butter Nation. Yeah, that is crazy. There are a lot of butter sales. People have been tagging you in unboxings, unconventional unboxings.
Mm-hmm.
Or tagging me in butter sightings
Oh,
and
nice.
deals. Okay.
Didn't you say that Mike Wang was like, yeah, all this butter stuff came up on my phone now.
No, it's another friend, another Mike. And you know how like you have a private conversation with somebody, and the next thing you
Yes.
know, the ads are on Facebook or they're
Mm-hmm.
in your IG feed. Just out of nowhere, Mike G, what's his name, Plastic Life, messages me. He shows me a screenshot of his Facebook. He goes, "Yo, look at all these ads in my feed now because of you," and they're just ads for freaking Bessel and all these other things. Yes.
Oh, I love it. I
Nothing
love
good
it.
comes out of this. At least I'm trolling people in their ads.
Yes. So we've got quite a few ones in there. So these people would definitely
Butter
buy
merchandising.
Butter Nation
You guys are
t-shirts.
insane. My fiance made cupcakes today, so she used like I don't know how many sticks for the actual cake part of cupcakes, and then she made buttercream frosting, so that requires more butter. So when you ask me like, what do you need all this butter for, man? She freezes it, and then when one of these days comes up, you just take it out,
Yeah, you don't
defrost.
have to go to the store. Yeah.
Yeah, you buy it on sale. Butter is expensive, man. $6 of a stick regularly, and if I see it for $3, that's a buy.
Unfortunately, you're still going to be known as the Butter Baron on this buttery episode.
I sent you this clip, and Plasty, you should know this because he watches Arrested Development as well, where they own a banana stand, and then they make this joke about having a caricature or like a Ronald McDonald, a Hamburglar type character for their butter business called or for their banana business called the banana. Was it Banana Burglar? Mr. Banana Grabber.
That's what it was. Yes.
And then one of the characters is like, so he's thinking about this character. He's like, would it be a guy who grabs other people's, like steals bananas, or would it be like a banana character? And I'm watching it and I'm like, I've had this conversation with myself about if I were to make a cartoon Butter Baron, would it be me with like a whole bunch of butter, or would it be like a stick of butter with a face and a crown and some sort of baron like robe and arms and legs?
Well, I
There's all
think
the money in a banana stand. Nick's Figs knows, man.
you could put you could incorporate both ideas that way. What you could do is you could have your, buttery crown with your buttery robe and your buttery scepter, but on your buttery robe will be a little like a cartoon looking butter baron. So he'll be a stick of butter with a crown and a robe and a butter scepter. I think that would work.
I think anyone who's tuning in right now, just like,
It's like, what is happening?
like, I thought these idiots are opening toys. What is going on?
Yeah.
Why are they talking about butter?
Mm-hmm.
But you guys do have a Chef Migos, or was it Snack Migos?
Snack Migos. That's very funny that like that is starting to make a comeback, because for the longest time back in the day, that was like a special Johnny segment where he talked about foods that he hated, like stuff that was just horrible. and we would talk, sometimes about good stuff, but mostly it was just about like foods that he despised. Like the man hates Cool Ranch Doritos with
Right.
the fury of a million burning suns. Like he's yeah.
And how often would this segment take place?
It was a weekly thing for a long time, and then finally he was just like, "I'm not feeling it anymore." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Like I'm not either. So, and
And we
somehow,
haven't seen him since.
yeah, no, we've seen him quite a few times since then, but not the snack segment though. The snack segment has been gone. So,
Okay, there's some really crazy theories going on here. I could be the butter baron that married into the royal butter family. You
oh,
are
okay.
wearing the crown and cape. Your wife is the stick of butter. I call my fiance the butter baroness. She's like, stop.
Oh my
I say
god.
you're the baroness. She's like, do not. Which is what I should have done with you. Like, because if I let it continue, it becomes a thing, which is where we are now. And she's doing the smart thing. She put a stop to it. She's like, do
Yeah,
not call me baroness.
yeah, don't call me the butter baroness, which is really cool. I don't know.
I wanted to draw people's attention to this shot you put up today. This is your what was it?
Kurosaki Ichigo from Bleach.
Yeah, was it was the Dasen
Mm-hmm. The
with
Dyson.
on your show a while. And I was telling you earlier when I first saw this pic, I'm just like immediately recognized as a Cheynee style photo. I love the lighting and like it's soft in the background. You can kind of like that flame up effect that you have. It's very very distinct for your thumbnails.
Yeah, that worked out better than I thought it was going to. Because what that is that's one of those um Tamashi Nation effects that came with Dragon Ball figures. But what I'd done is I had blown like a little vape behind it, and when it came up, it kind of like merged with the aura effect and gave it more of like, it like added to it. So it made it look bigger than it actually is. And I was like, that's kind of what I want,
Sweet.
I want it to look like it's like all encompassing around. So yeah, it came out better than I thought it was going to.
Oh man, it's a great shot and it's a great figure too. It's a good thing it came out and it wasn't all just gray.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's very true. Very, very true.
How long have you been doing ACBA?
It's been a while. I want to say 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. Maybe 2015.
Awesome.
When I started messing around with that. Like I was just kind of like taking toy pictures and putting things here and there for the longest time. And then I joined the group and I learned some stuff. And it was really when I joined the photo combat competition is when I was like, you know what, this regiment, I'm going to take this regiment of, because they make you put them out every week. You'd have to go up against people every single week. And
Right.
so I was going up against different people every week. And so when it came to this, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to keep that going. And so every week I'll take a new picture. And so sometimes it's done way beforehand. Other times it's taken during that week. Other times the episode is held up because I haven't come up with an idea for the picture. But, it's been a lot of fun doing it.
And I'm assuming that's how you met Mike and
Mike
with him.
Yeah, Mike beat me in photo combat actually. So yeah, that's how I met him. He had this cool Mortal Kombat shot. I think it was some kind of XMen shot or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but a lot of my stuff back then is like not even on the same level that I guess I'm at now, but I don't even think of myself that good now. So I don't know if that makes any sense. Like
No,
there's
like
always something.
you're consistently doing this week after week, right?
Yeah. diligently working at it. Pretty much week after week after week. Sometimes there's some things that I'll mix up or I'll have something prepped or whatnot. Like today, I got that butter in yesterday, that butter box, and I was like, oh, it's gonna work. I was so hoping that that was gonna work, so I was able to take that shot today of the thumbnail for tonight. So
Is that little stick of butter like, is it foil
no,
material?
it's just a
Painted
hollow
on?
box. It's just
Okay.
a hollow box. Yeah.
All right. Send me the link. I'll buy it.
You're gonna get that?
Enabled.
That's
So
amazing.
the whole deal with this was that I buy stuff and it enables. I always send this GIF where it's like this cartoon of a girl pointing at the screen. She's like, "You're an enabler." So whenever like someone, CJ or Mike in the chat, we have this group chat, and they're always telling me to buy stuff. That GIF gets thrown around a lot, and then Mario and me always doing that stuff back to each other. So I'm just like, man, I want a T-shirt that just says enabler. And then I was doing like, should I do one shirt enabler, one shirt enabled, and you could have an option? So I had a whole sheet of all these different fonts and layouts and stuff, right? Just so I can visualize and see what's good. And then I'm like, yo, it's just one on top of the other. I think that looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I say ghoul.
Yeah, you said ghoul. All right, we could be
Pretty
talking
cool.
about ghouls. That's okay.
It was pretty cool. And I know I just went. That's what I was trying to go for today when I went out to Walmart and grabbed this shirt. Actually, laser pants in Canada and the rest of the world is pronounced GIF. So this X-wing is much cooler than I had expected it to be. I figured if it was trash, I would just give it to my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a lot of detail. This could benefit from a little black wash. It's got a little R2 unit here, half R2 on the top. I don't think it comes out.
How crazy would you lose it if the R2 came out and it had little joints and everything? Would you just be like,
Gosh.
yeah,
Landing gear tucked in here.
nice.
Drink a beer.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Another landing gear for the back. You get a whole full Luke figure with a blaster and a lightsaber and some other effects that shoot out that I don't use. I mean, this is cool, man. This is for a kid's toy line. It's almost like those play school heroes, if not a little bit better.
Dude, they make the coolest stuff for kids now. It's funny. I found out about those mystery brands. Is that what they're called? Mystery brands?
Yeah,
I think I have one around here.
the food toys that I bought, right?
Yes, the
And they
mystery
have
brands.
the toy ones too.
Yeah, my daughter, she's the one that showed me. She's like, Dad, come over here, look. I'm like, what? And she's like, these are mystery brands. I'm like, what? They're what? She's like, they're you gotta like try and get the ultra rare one. I'm like, what's
Yeah,
going on? And I look at the thing, I'm like, oh, it's like an orange, and you peel it and then you take the little mystery brands out, and I think I put one.
orange.
Yeah. I put them away already, but yeah.
The
They're
toy ones are cool. They're more, you can kind of fit those in with 1/12 scale, but the scale is all over the place.
yeah. Like there's a big Miracle Whip that looks like it's like a Costco size Miracle
Yeah,
Whip
that's
tub.
the only way it would work. I have a Maxwell House coffee tin.
I got that one, yeah.
If there's a butter one, let me know.
I've been
Well,
looking.
Mr. Van Wickler, how do you do?
Oh, well, look who it is.
Um, it is 10:54.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You guys start in. Do you start exactly at 11?
We usually start at what is it? Usually 15 after. So
Okay.
yeah, we could probably wrap this up here. That way we can get all prepped, and then everybody come on over to Toy Migos channel. We'll continue the fun with Ernie and Adam.
So we will kind of catch up with some of the remaining chat for the next 5 minutes or so. Then
Okay.
I'm going to sign off, say bye to everyone. You can go set up your thing. I hope I'll still get that link from you, the
Yeah,
invite.
me too.
And then, everyone go urinate, get a snack.
Yes.
Butter.
Get a cold one, if you will.
So to recap, Comic Loki for $1. Good.
Good deal.
CAD Bane, definitely buy. This dude, definitely buy.
Mm-hmm.
Green Ranger. If you don't have the 2-pack, I know the helmet's different. There's a slight difference between the helmet of the 2-pack and this one you get the Tommy head.
I'm kind of bummed that you didn't get the package I sent you yet. I put a Power Ranger-esque surprise in there for you.
It did arrive at my mailing service today, but when it finally gets up here, I will definitely open it live on air.
Yeah, check it out. I'm excited to see what you think. For sure.
Great shipping, obviously, from the US. I mean, you went through a bunch of options with me on the phone. You're like, this is stupid expensive. Like, oh,
Yeah.
ship it to the States.
Yeah, that original USPS quote was insane.
Yeah,
like, get out of here. Like, no way, man. No way, man.
Justin is also a local friend of mine here. He is a huge Power Rangers fan. He says the belt is different as well in the Green Ranger. Justin, I hope you're free next week when Darius is on. He'll be a super Power Ranger, and
no way. He hates Sentai. He hates Sentai. He says the fandom of Sentai got him out of it.
Oh, Ernie's still here. He says hello. He's like, hello, I'm here too.
He's probably sitting there shaking, just all.
Oh, someone asked earlier, did I dip nuggies recently? I did. I made a whole bunch of chicken fingers for my kid in the air fryer, and I ate whatever they didn't have over the sink like a real man.
Yes. I too. I actually ate my dinner over the trash can today. That was interesting, just because it was quick and easy. I was just like, they got home and they brought In-N-Out, so I had a burger, and I was just like, I'm just gonna eat it right here and get moving. So yeah,
Hilarious.
yes.
Okay, so we have a few minutes left, Mr. Cheynee. For people who don't know you, what have you got going on? Where can people follow you and what you're up to?
You can check out our YouTube channel, Toy Migos, and check out our Quickie Mini They're Not Dolls podcast Monday through Wednesday, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then we have our normal show, which takes place on 8 p.m. Thursday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern. And we basically talk toys, pickups, toy news, stuff like that. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we don't. That is myself, the Fallen Fett, playing with myself, 80s baby. And you can check out all of them on Instagram as well. Myself, Cheynee180 on Instagram. There's toymigos.com. We also have a Discord. You can check us out there. That thing is popping off 24/7.
Yep.
The Facebook group. It basically, if you type in Toy Migos, you'll be able to find us. If you liked what you experienced here, there's a whole lot more with, I'm just a small little piece of what we deliver. There's a whole other package, and we're going to, hop into that here real soon.
Oh, yeah.
Continue the stream on.
I'm sure everyone will. Thank you very much for being on. How does it feel to not have to be in charge for 2 hours?
I love it. It's really relaxing, actually. It's really nice to just kind of sit here and just kind of focus on the conversation and tinker with toys and all right, cool, and not have to constantly just be like, okay, and we're here, okay, all right. Yeah.
Like me right now, typing the link for everyone.
Yes, exactly. So
I know some people can't post links, but I can, because who put this thing together? Me.
You're the master.
Montequilla.
The master of your own destiny.
So everybody, thank you very much for watching today. Mr. Cheynee, thank you for coming on. This is your third appearance. His previous appearances can be seen with the Toy Migos episode that I have. It's in the playlist here with the Unboxing Thursday playlist. He's also a surprise guest on Ernie's episode. Ernie, what's going on? I can't wait to see you in a little bit. Thank you again. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you coming on, opening your toys.
Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it. I loved hanging out with everybody.
Thank you to everyone here. Love all the support. Thank you very much for all the super chats and all the contributions. Next week, you guys already know who D Amazing is. It took a bunch of convincing and a lot of promises and begging, but he's going to be on next week. So,
how many vipers did you have to send him?
How many sticks of butter, man?
Oh!
Great photographer, reviewer. You guys have seen his stuff everywhere. We're going to be on talking about photography, toys.
Kind of a big deal.
He's another dude in the game where he's been super nice to me with a lot of tips and stuff. So he's one of the people who pushed me towards being more open and helping people as well. So yes, and honestly, February 4th, February 11th, unconfirmed yet, but it's going to be a big one.
Ooh.
February 18th, ACBA podcast. I'm going to try and get all of the fellas on and open them shits, as they say.
Oh, nice.
So it's a short month, but it's going to be a good month. So please don't forget, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell. You're going to see some amazing chats. I don't want to say interviews, but amazing chats. I'm so stoked. Like I've got the chills, and it's not because it's minus 20 in my basement right now.
Oh my gosh, I would die. I would absolutely die.
All right, Mr. Cheynee, I'm going to see you in a little bit. Everyone in the chat, thank you very much.
All right, thanks for having me, everyone.
Thank you, and keep toying around. Peace.
Oh man.
Oh, what was I on? No, I'm still here.